Today's my lecture topic is battery test. Battery test, as a mechanic, you will be expected to test batteries for proper operation and condition. These tests are as follows. One is battery leakage test. Second one is battery terminal test. Third one is battery voltage test. Fourth one is cell voltage test. Fifth one is battery drain test, battery load test, and quick charge test. In battery leakage test, the battery leakage test will determine if current is discharging across the top of the battery. A dirty battery can discharge when not in use. This condition shortens battery life and causes starting problems. To perform a battery leakage test, set a voltmeter on a low setting, touch the probes on the battery. If any current is registered on the voltmeter, the top of the battery needs to be cleaned. Second one is battery terminal test. The battery terminal test quickly checks for poor electrical connection between the terminals and the battery cables. The voltmeter is used to measure voltage drop across terminals in the cables. To perform a battery terminal test, connect the negative voltmeter lead to the battery cable end. Touch the positive lead to the battery terminal. With the ignition or injection system disabled so that the engine will not start, crank the engine while watching the voltmeter reading. If the voltmeter reading is 0.5 volts or above, there is high resistance of the battery cable connection. This indicates that the battery connections need to be cleaned. A good clean battery will have a less than a 0.5 volt drop. Next one is battery voltage test. The battery voltage test is done by measuring total battery with an accurate voltmeter or a specific battery tester. This test determines the general state of charge and the battery conditions quickly. The battery voltage test is used on maintenance-free batteries because these batteries do not have caps that can be removed for testing with the hydrometer. To perform this test, connect the voltmeter or battery tester across the battery terminals. Turn on the vehicle headlights or heater blower to provide a light load. Now read the meter or tester. A well-charged battery should have over 12 volts. If the meter reads approximately 11.5 volts, the battery is not adequately charged, or it may be defective. Next one is cell voltage test. The cell voltage test will let you know if the battery is discharged or defective. Like a hydrometer cell test, if the voltage reading on one or more cells is 0.2 volts or more lower than the other cells, the battery must be replaced. To perform a cell voltage test, use a low voltage reading voltmeter with a special cadmium tips. Insert the tips into each cell, starting at one end of the battery and work your way to the other. Test each cell carefully. If the cells are low but equal, recharging usually will restore the battery. If the cell voltage readings vary more than 2 volts, the battery is bad. Next one is battery drain test. A battery drain test checks for abnormal current draw with the ignition. If a battery goes dead without being used, you need to check for a current drain. To perform a battery drain test, set up an ammeter, pull the fuse. The vehicle has a dash clock. Close all doors and the trunk, then read the ammeter. If everything is off, there should be a zero reading. Any readings readings indicates any reading indicates a problem to help pinpoint the problem.